Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 79 yards. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd and 12. Now Hurts changing up the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now Purdy rolling to his right. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Purdy now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action here. Purdy sliding out of the pocket. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Here's Purdy. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out, throwing is Baker. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Dump off caught by his back. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, here's Baker. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 3rd and long, Mayfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Irving here from the gun. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Got his target, it's Otten. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught but short of the 1st. And they make the tackle, but the fake works. They've got a new set of downs.
You know what, Kate, this reminds me of? It reminds me of Hoosiers when the character says, I'll make it. When the coach makes that kind of call and puts the trust in the kicker, well, the kicker's got to make it. He's got to deliver, and he does just that with a great throw and a big-time play.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Irving on the inside give. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers. With it, 3rd and 2. Once again, Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. This is ahead for about 5. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 4th down. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. He has it at the 5. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Irving will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they'll advance it no further. They belt him as he tries bringing that fumble forward. It's a gain of 2, and now they have 3rd and goal at the 3. Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's got Andrews. Jukes one defender, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down throw for Jackson. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now was Zay Flowers the intended receiver, so they're left facing 3rd and long. Jackson's gonna throw again. The left side caught by Andrews, and he's out of bounds after getting across the 45.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
He connects downfield on 4. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the 2nd half with some needed points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Keeping it on the ground. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Bucky Irving now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give for the first time to Rachaad White.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing, Baker. Completed over the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Throw on third down. Cut out left. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. It's a give to White. And they had that one contained right at the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now give left side. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Here's Baker to throw. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Now a carry by Irving. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Working quickly here. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 18-yard line.
Here's Baker. Escapes the pocket. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers up by 6. So now here's 3rd and 5. The give now to White. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Hardy on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. 2nd and 10 now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
This one finds Irving. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And they weren't afraid to try the reverse, but he's corralled shy of the marker. It's 4th down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Mayfield to throw for it. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
1st down. Here's Lamar. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. Sounding cannons, baby. The Buccaneers are winning here in Tampa. And this is a game.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. crease here as he's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw right away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's Carr to throw. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Carr. This one taken in by Olave. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To throw is Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
That is caught, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hill. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The pass caught by Olave. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Olave holds it in.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Jets nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun on third down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. and you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Carr.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now Carr. That one complete to Hill. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The final shot here before half for Carr. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now 21-0.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rodgers now to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Carr steps away to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Groupie for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble